What's good, my powerful people? Back at y'all with another video. Now this, I got another special treat for y'all, you know what I'm saying? More special than the other ones I be talking about. I seen that y'all was really feeding into my ultimate self-improvement guide video. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't checked that video out, most definitely need to check that video out, especially if you a man, you know what I'm saying? You apply the principles that I spoke on in that video consistently, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you gonna level up, like weekly by weekly, daily by daily, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be on point. Now this is the second installation of this type of a series, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how many like ultimate guys I'm finna give y'all, but when you just read and you just get certain downloads, bro, you just have to respond accordingly. You know what I'm saying? When you just get, bro, when the infinite intelligence is working in harmony and flowing through you, the God consciousness is just present and flowing through you, bro, you have to act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? It's working, you doing your part, so it's doing its part. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I got for y'all is the ultimate sexual transmutation guide. If you have not read this book right here, this is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You see how often I talk about this book, so you understand the importance of the messages and the teachings within this book. So if you have not read this book, what are you doing? You need to buy this right now. It's on Amazon for like under $25, you know what I'm saying? The book probably $20, but the knowledge that you're gonna accumulate is worth $200 billion, you know what I'm saying? So bro, what I'm finna do is I'm finna just go over the chapter of the mystery of sex transmutation. You know what I'm saying? This is a chapter in the book. This is like my second time reading the book. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't read this one time, you be done with it. You study this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like basically, I don't have no note card. We finna study. We finna go through the whole chapter, the points that I done highlighted. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just give y'all the whole breakdown of the mysteries and the importance of sexual transmutation. You know what I'm saying, bro? Let's just dive right into it. You know what I'm saying? Enough with the intro. We finna get straight to the sauce. Last thing, you must watch this from beginning to end because there is a lot of information within this chapter that I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, put y'all on game about. So boom, you know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna be reading y'all direct things that I've highlighted within the chapter, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna just discuss them. Sex transmutation is simple and easily explained. It means the switching of the mind from thoughts of physical expression to thoughts of some other desire. So basically it's like this, as men, bro, we're biologically driven to just, you know what I'm saying, want to just dig out some guts. Simply put, it's just as simple as that. This our biological nature, bro, we're sexual creatures, you know what I'm saying? We have abundant amount of sexual energy. We gonna always have sexual energy. We can create a child, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on now. We gonna always have an abundant amount of sexual energy. But when you transmute this energy, it's like this. When you know what I'm saying, when you get a lot of sexual energy, you know what I'm saying, you get horny and stuff like that, bro, what you thinking about doing? Digging out some guts. So what do you want to do? You want to get inside some guts, right? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta realize how much power and how much like emphasis and how much force and energy is present when your sexual energy is at high levels. You know what I'm saying? So it's like basically when you transmute it, instead of just using this energy in a physical manner, you know what I'm saying? You're using this to like, okay, instead of you going out wasting your energy, instead of you going out beating your meat, you know what I'm saying, wasting your seed, you thinking of ways it's like, where can I work? Because you have a lot of abundant amount of energy present, so you're thinking like, what other ways and what other avenues in my life can I use this energy that's so abundant, that's so massive and potent, in other ways that, you know what I'm saying, may be beneficial to my life? So it's like you're using this sexual energy. Now you may be working out. Now you may be thinking of ideas on how to accomplish your goals. You know what I'm saying? Now you may be thinking of ways to accumulate more money, how to save more money, whatever the case may be, how to get on your purpose. You know what I'm saying? How to meditate, things of that nature. You meditate now. You know what I'm saying? You getting in the sun, you in nature. Basically, it's like you're using this energy in a different way other than physical expression. You know what I'm saying? Other than beating your meat, other than being inside some goods, bro, you're using this in a way more beneficial manner. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically sexual transmutation. So boom. So basically it says sex desire is the most powerful of human desires. So boom, when driven by this desire, men develop keenness of imagination, courage, willpower, persistence, and creative ability unknown to them at other times. So strong and impelling is the desire for sexual contact that men freely ruin the risk of life and reputation to indulge in it. When harnessed and redirected along other lines, this motivating force maintains all of its attributes of keenness, of imagination, courage, etc., which may be used as powerful creative forces in literature or in any other profession or calling, including, of course, the accumulation of riches. So boom, what did it just say? Sex desire is the most potent desire when it comes to men, right? So boom, what else did it say? So strong and impelling, you know what I'm saying, that men risk their life and reputation for it. What do you mean by that? Basically, it's like you got a wife, you know, I mean, you got a high up job, and you sleep with somebody that's under you. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you sleep with one of your coworkers. You have a wife, you cheat on your wife. You know what I'm saying? It's like you risking money, you risking your life, you doing whatever it takes to fulfill your sexual urges, to submit to your lower self. That's basically what you're doing. When you submit to your, you know what I'm saying, your sexual urges, bro, you're submitting to your lower self. That's why I say people risking their life, risking their reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But it's like, then on the flip side of that, when you redirect this energy, you know what I'm saying? It maintains the attributes of imagination. So it's like you can tap into your imagination on a deeper level. Now that you have this energy, you get more, you know what I'm saying? You're more courageous now. It's like, bro, it's like when you have this energy and it's potent and it's fulfilled, it's sustained. It's like it's gonna light a fire up under you. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like your creative forces are heightened. You get what I'm saying? It's like when you use it it's like when you build it up, your creative forces are heightened. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, bro, you can literally use this energy to do whatever you want. You use this energy not to waste and things of that nature and make your life more miserable. You use this energy to create, to expand, you know what I'm saying, to grow. This is what you're using it for. Not to throw your life away, not to waste your seed, not to cheat, you know what I'm saying, not to waste time, not to bust gallons to a screen, but to create, to innovate, you know what I'm saying, to come up with new ideas, to put plans into action, you know what I'm saying, to come up with plans, things of that nature, to work out, to meditate. You know what I'm saying? You're using the energy in beneficial manners. Boom. What's next? So then we got the transmutation of sex energy. So basically, I'm gonna read this whole page. I forgot. This whole page is sauce. The transmutation of sex energy calls for the exercise of willpower, to be sure, but the reward is worth the effort. The desire for sexual expression is inborn and natural. Exactly. It's in us to wanna just, bro, go out here and get in some goods. You know what I'm saying? The desire cannot and should not be submerged or eliminated. Like, bro, you cannot eliminate the urges. You don't matter if you've been on semen retention for a day or 10 years, you're gonna have urges. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it says that they're not supposed to be submerged or eliminated, but it should be given an outlet through forms of expression which enrich the body, mind, and spirit of man. If not given this form of outlet through transmutation, it will seek outlets through purely physical channels. Emphasis on this last part. I'm gonna read it one more time for y'all. But it should be given an outlet through forms of expression which enrich the body, mind, and spirit of man. If not given this form of outlet through transmutation, it will seek outlets through purely physical channels. Basically, it's like literally transmuting your energy in ways that I just listed, as opposed to doing what? Wasting it through physical channels. What is that? Spilling your seed with a woman that you don't need to be spilling your seed with. You know what I'm saying? At that given moment, or the worst of the worst, you start beating your meat. You know what I'm saying? When you get these sexual urges, bro, you're gonna get these sexual thoughts. They're gonna keep arriving. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna emotionalize these thoughts. So you're gonna have to do something physically. You're either gonna go out here and hit some woman, or you're gonna go out here and you're gonna beat your meat. When think about what else you could have been doing. You know what I'm saying? You could have been doing some type of creating, some type of planning, some type of meditating, some type of working out. You could have been using that energy in a different type of manner. You get what I'm saying? That's why you have to be in control of the energy. Don't let the energy control you. Control the energy. Don't let your urges control you. Don't let your negative, intrusive thoughts control you. You control them, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is not the body, bro. We are the consciousness present, the eternal spirit present within this body, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you have to control it, not let it control you. Then it says, a river may be dammed in its water control for a time, but eventually it will force an outlet. The same is true of the emotion of sex. It may be submerged in control for a time. You can put off your urges for a little bit, but its very nature causes it to be ever-seeking means of expression. If it is not transmuted into some creative effort, it will find a less worthy outlet. If you don't do anything beneficial with it, you're gonna end up spilling your seed. Simple as that. Fortunate indeed is the person who has discovered how to give sex emotion an outlet through some form of creative effort, for he has, by the discovery, lifted himself to the status of a genius. When you master sexual transmutation, when you master your sexual energy, you will set yourself above majority of men. I'm talking vast majority. I don't know no correct percentage, but you gotta understand. Bro, OnlyFans is popping and lit as it is till this day because men feed into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can, subscribe for $4.99 when you could literally go to Wendy's and get a 4 for $4. Netflix costs $10 a month, but her subscription is $4.99 and you're paying for it. Just really think about that. Really let it sink in. You know what I'm saying? Really let it sink in. That's why you have to be in control of your urges. Now let's go and move on to the next page because I don't want this video to be too long, but if it is, it's full of sauce. So at the end of the day, bro, it's a win-win. Scientific research has disclosed these significant facts. The men of greatest achievement are men with highly developed sex natures, men who have learned the art of sex transmutation. Boom. The emotion of sex is an irresistible force against which there can be no such opposition as an immovable body. When driven by this emotion, men become gifted with a superpower for action. Understand this truth and you will catch the significance of the statement that sex transmutation will lift one to the status of a genius. The emotion of sex is an irresistible force against which there can be no opposition as an immovable body. When you have that energy and it's potent and it's lifted, you know what I'm saying? It has to be exerted. It has to be exerted. So how are you going to exert this energy? Are you going to beat your meat or are you going to do something beneficial? Let it sink in. You know what I'm saying? What you going to do with the energy? Because you're going to always have it. That's what y'all don't understand. You're going to always have this energy. So it's like when you transmute it, it's going to become more and more potent. So it's going to become more and more challenging. That's when the discipline must kick in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you master this, bro, you will understand the significance of the grand scheme of things of sex transmutation. You get what I'm saying? When you apply the practices, when you apply sexual transmutation to your life, you're going to understand why it's so beneficial. You're going to understand why so many men don't do it. And you're going to see how far behind it sets you if you just don't grasp the concept of controlling your sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, boom. So this is like the 10 mind stimuli, right? So the human mind responds to stimuli through which it may be keyed up to high rates of vibration, known as enthusiasm, creative imagination, intense desire, etc. The stimuli to which the mind responds most freely are, and this is going to list them in order. You know what I'm saying? Number 1, the desire for sex expression. 2, love. 3, a burning desire for fame, power, financial gain, or money. 4 is music. 5 is friendship between either those of the same sex or the opposite sex. 6 is a mastermind alliance based upon the harmony of 2 or more people who ally themselves for spiritual or temporal advancement. 7, mutual suffering, such as that experienced by people who are persecuted. Number 8, autosuggestion. Number 9 is fear. Number 10 is narcotics and alcohol. So these are the 10 mind stimuli. You get what I'm saying? The human mind responds to stimuli. So number 1 at the list is the desire for sex expression. The desire for a man to go out and want to dig out some guts. Number 1, the mind responds to that. Number 1 at the list is your natural biological urge, your natural biological DNA, your natural biological programming to go out and just, reproduce. Simple as that. It's the number 1 thing at the list is the desire for sex expression. Number 1. Let it sink in. Let's keep it moving. So basically, it's going to, the next page they was talking about the definition of a genius, you know what I'm saying? So it says, a better definition of a genius is a man who has discovered how to increase the vibrations of thought to the point where he can freely communicate with sources of knowledge not available through the ordinary rate of vibration of thought. So what does that mean exactly? So it's like this, boom. When you transmute your sexual energy and you're doing things beneficial to your life, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have an abundant amount of energy. Therefore, you're redirecting this energy into positive thought forms, you know what I'm saying? And physically, so mentally, you know what I'm saying? You're thinking positively. You're thinking about how to get things done. You're thinking about how to improve your life. Physically, you're making plans and you're executing these plans. Therefore, when you basically, it's like you being on your purpose, your mental state is going to be focused on your purpose. Therefore, the thoughts and images and things that come into your mind are going to reflect your purpose, are going to reflect improving your purpose. Therefore, you're tapping into higher intelligence. But if you beat your meat and bust all day, all you're thinking about is how you so disgusted with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be at a naturally lower state. You ain't going to have as much energy. So you're not going to be as motivated and driven to want to even be on your purpose. You're going to want to lay in the bed all day. You see the difference? So let it sink in. Boom. The creative imagination functions best when the mind is vibrating due to some form of mind stimulation at an exceedingly high rate. So your imagination functions best when it's stimulated by something. What's the number 1 stimulating factor there? Sex expression. Sex expression. Your biological urge is going to always point right back to it. You know what I'm saying? That is when the mind is functioning at a rate of vibration higher than that of ordinary normal thought. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's like when your imagination is heightened, things of that nature, when you build your sexual energy up. We gon' point, bro. When brain action has been stimulated through one or more of the 10 mind stimulants that I just listed, it has the effect of lifting the individual far above the horizon of ordinary thought. That's just like when you get drunk, you become a whole new person. You know what I'm saying? When you get it all up in your system, you a whole new person. You get what I'm saying? These are the types of things. When drug heads and all that, they are not, you know what I'm saying, bro? Different types of people. You alter your states of consciousness. You alter the type of thoughts that you're allowing into your consciousness. You get what I'm saying? You're tapping into different types of intelligence. So let's follow along. And permits him to envision distance, scope, and quality of thoughts not available on the lower plane, such as that occupied while one is engaged in the solution of the problems of business and professional routine. Boom, let's keep it moving. While on this exalted plane of thought, the creative faculty of the mind is given freedom for action. The way has been cleared for the sixth sense to function. It becomes receptive to ideas which could not reach the individual under any other circumstances. The sixth sense is the faculty which marks the difference between a genius and an ordinary individual. So boom, let me read that one more time so I can tap in. While on this exalted plane of thought, the creative faculty of the mind is given freedom for action. The way has been cleared for the sixth sense to function. It becomes receptive to ideas which could not reach the individual under any other circumstances. Basically, you're not going to be able to tap into the certain intelligence that you need to tap into unless you've accumulated an abundant amount of sexual energy. The more abundant amount of sexual energy you accumulate, the higher intelligence that you can communicate with to receive ideas, to receive inspiration, and to tap into your higher, deeper creative imagination to fulfill anything that you want in this physical reality. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, think of if you was in your lower self, you know what I'm saying? You had no sexual energy, you had nothing to offer. What type of thoughts would you be thinking about? You know what I'm saying? What type of state would you be in? Mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically, etc. You know what I'm saying? Not at your best, right? But think about if you was to accumulate and hold on and transmute your sexual energy and use it in ways that's beneficial to your life. When you get the urges, instead of going in the bathroom and picking up that lotion, you drop and hit 50 push-ups. Or you writing something down. Or you recording this video. You know what I'm saying? Or you writing down them lyrics. Or you rapping. Or you in the gym putting up shots. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Not out here trying to chase a woman or not out here trying to please yourself with a screen. Let it sink in. The creative faculty becomes more alert and receptive to vibrations originating outside the individual's subconscious mind. Therefore, you're going to, basically what it's saying is you can tap into the higher intelligence, bro. Not just within your subconscious mind, but just within the whole realm of consciousness within the universe, bro. Let it sink in. The more this faculty is used and the more the individual relies upon it and makes demands upon it for thought impulses, this faculty can be cultivated and developed only through use. Basically, bro, you cannot tap into your creative imagination, the higher intelligence, unless you consistently work towards it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you consistently set intentions, unless you consistently say things, you know what I'm saying? Say affirmations. Go to sleep thinking about the person you want to become. Go to sleep thinking about achieving your goals. Those types of things are going to keep you in that mental state that's going to help you receive artificial intelligence. You get what I'm saying? Let it sink in. The great artists, writers, musicians, and poets became great because they acquired the habit of relying upon the still small voice which speaks from within through the faculty of creative imagination. It is a well-known fact to people who have keen imaginations that their best ideas come through so-called hunches. Basically, inspiration or those aha moments. You know what I'm saying? That's when the best ideas come from. You get what I'm saying? So the more abundant sexual energy you have, the better those aha ideas are going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have no sexual energy to offer, when you get a sexual urge, your aha is going to be, let me go beat my meat. You see the difference? There is a great orator who does not attain to greatness until he closes his eyes and begins to rely entirely upon the faculty of creative imagination. When asked why he closed his eyes, just before the climaxes of his oratory, he replied, I do it because then I speak through ideas which come to me from within, bro. You have to go within to receive artificial information, to receive creative intelligence, to tap into your imagination, bro. You get what I'm saying? You have to go within. So he literally just sits in silence for 2 to 3 minutes with his eyes closed, and he says he receives his best ideas possible. But if he had no sexual energy to offer, what would his ideas be about? Come on. So then we're going to keep it moving. When Dr. Gates designed to draw upon the forces available to him through his creative imagination, he would go into this room, seat himself at the table, shut off the lights, and concentrate upon the known factors of the invention on which he was working, remaining in that position until ideas began to flash into his mind in connection with the unknown factors of his invention. Basically, he would sit in silence and meditate upon the factors, meditate upon the things that he knows that he's already accomplished, and think and sit still in that silence and wait until ideas pop up to follow through and finish that plan. He's thinking about what the foundation he's already laid, and then he sits in silence until ideas pop up to finalize that foundation. You see what I'm saying? Come on with it, man. This is powerful stuff right here. Boom. The reasoning faculty is often faulty because it is largely guided by one's accumulated experience. Not all knowledge which one accumulates through experience is accurate. Ideas received through the creative faculty are much more reliable for the reason that they come from sources more reliable than any which are available to the reasoning faculty of the mind. So the reasoning faculty basically is like this. You get information accumulated through your experiences. Basically, you receive information accumulated through your 5 senses. So basically, you can receive some information from the news. You can receive some information from social media. That does not mean that that information is credible. You get what I'm saying? You can receive it from some type of website that somebody just made, that's just made up. You know what I'm saying? But when you tap in, use creative intelligence, your imagination, things of that nature, bro, you're beyond the five senses. So that is more divine, that is more intelligent information that you are receiving. That's why you have to go within yourself, because that is where the real information lies, man. You know what I'm saying? Not what you can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, bro, but what's within the mind. That's why you have to go based on what you can see in the mind, not based on what you can see with your two eyes, bro. Come on. Think about what I just said. You go based upon what you can see within your mind, not what you can see within your two eyes. My homeboy, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, he used to say, you don't need eyes to see. That has a whole different meaning right now, because look at it, bro. Close your eyes and picture the life you want to live. You just seen something without your eyes. Come on, bro. Come on. For example, the scientist, inventor, or genius begins an invention by organizing and combining the known ideas or principles accumulated through experience through the synthetic faculty, the reasoning faculty. If he finds this accumulated knowledge to be insufficient for the completion of his invention, he then draws upon the sources of knowledge available to him through his creative faculty. Basically, what he's saying is, you use your five senses to accumulate your knowledge. If that's not enough, you go within. You know what I'm saying? If that's not enough, you tap into the creative intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Use your imagination, things of that nature. Come on. But then it's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. The method by which he does this varies with the individual, but this is the sum and substance of his procedure. Number one, he stimulates his mind so that it vibrates on a higher than average plane, get into a meditative state, using one or more of the 10 mind stimulants or some other stimulant of his choice. Basically, you get into a meditative state your stimulant, basically the stimulant that we're focusing on is your sexual energy. So it's when you stimulate your mind so that it vibrates on a higher than average plane, using your sexual energy. Then you concentrate upon the known factors, the finished part of your invention, and then creates in his mind a perfect picture of the unknown factors, the unfinished part of his invention. He holds the picture in his mind until it has been taken over by his subconscious mind through repetition and affirmations. Then relaxes by clearing his mind of all thought and waits for his answer to flash into his mind. Focus on the completed part of his invention. Let the information sink in so he can receive ideas about the unfinished part. Sit in silence, and then boom, bro. All those flashes, those hunches, those aha moments, that creative inspiration, that's when it sets in, you know what I'm saying? Because he's tapping into his higher intelligence by using the stimulant of his sexual energy. So he's gonna tap into extreme type of creative intelligence. You know what I'm saying? My bad, you know what I'm saying? I got buku notes all up in here, so it's like, bro, I'm putting y'all, this is free sauce right here. If good taste would permit, we might easily mention scores of men well known to the American people who climbed to great heights of achievement under the stimulating influences of their wives, only to drop back to destruction after money and power went to their heads and they put aside the old wife for a new one. Napoleon was not the only man to discover that sex influence from the right source is more powerful than any substitute of expediency, which may be created by mere reason. Basically, what it's saying is, you know men all across the globe who have accumulated riches, you know what I'm saying, through the influence of a woman on the backside. You get what I'm saying? But then it's like all that riches, you know what I'm saying, all that money goes to waste when they kick the woman that held them down at the bottom to the curb for a woman who only want them at the top. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's like you kick a down to earth woman, you kick away a down to earth woman for a gold digger. Of course you ain't finna be left with no money. You know what I'm saying? The human mind responds to stimulation. Among the greatest and most powerful of these stimuli is the urge of sex. Your sexual energy is the greatest stimulant of the mind. When harnessed and transmuted, this driving force is capable of lifting men into their higher sphere of thought, which enables them to master the sources of worry and petty annoyance which beset their pathway on the lower plane. Unfortunately, only the geniuses, have made the discovery. Others have accepted the experience of sex urge without discovering one of its major potentialities, a fact which accounts for the great number of others as compared to the limited number of genii. Basically, it's saying only a select few know about the potency and the power of sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? Transmutating your sexual energy. That's why it sets you so far above the majority of men, because so many people don't know about this. So many people would rather go beat their meat or waste their sexual energy in any type of other way other than soak in and receive this information and apply it to their life to enhance their life. They'd rather backtrack themselves, kill themselves, you know what I'm saying, deplete themselves of their sexual energy just for a potential moment, you know what I'm saying, just for 10 seconds of pleasure. We're better than that though, you know what I'm saying? Sex energy is the creative energy of all genii. There never has been and never will be a great leader, builder, or artist lacking in this driving force of sex. Surely no one will understand these statements to mean that all who are highly sexed are genai. Man attains to the status of a genius only when and if he stimulates his mind so that it draws upon the forces available through the creative faculty of his imagination. You're only a genius if you draw upon the forces of your imagination. Chief among the stimuli with which this stepping up of the vibrations may be produced is sex energy. Sex energy, your sexual energy, is going to step up the vibrations to basically connect you to the higher intelligence that you need to be on. The mere possession of this energy is not sufficient to produce a genius. Just being on semen retention is not enough. The energy must be transmuted from desire for physical contact. So your energy must be transmuted from desire to go beat your meat, or desire to go, go dig out some guts, into some other form of desire and action before it will lift one to the state of a genius. So basically, you use the energy to create something for your life. You get what I'm saying? To go out and enhance your life, whether it be internally or externally. You're just doing something beneficial with this energy. You're transmuting it, not wasting it. Far from becoming genai because of great sex desires, the majority of men lower themselves through misunderstanding and misuse of this great force to the status of lower animals. Basically like this: when you beat your meat all day, you're reducing your status, you're reducing your value to that of an animal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. You have no sexual energy. You have nothing to offer to a woman. Dudes out here be beating their meat 12 times a day, be the main ones chasing a woman. You don't see the connection, bro? This study disclosed the fact that the major reason why the majority of men who succeed do not begin to do so before the age of 40 to 50 is their tendency to dissipate their energies through overindulgence and physical expression of the emotion of sex. The majority of men never learn that the urge of sex has other possibilities, which far transcend in importance that of mere physical expression. The majority of those who make this discovery do so after having wasted many years at a period when the sex energy is at its height prior to the age of 45 to 50. This is usually followed by noteworthy achievement. Basically, what it's saying is men waste their early life, wasting their sexual energy, chasing women, setting themselves back because they don't know no better. They're ignorant. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, that's when you have the most potent energy and the most abundant amount of energy. So you're supposed to be using it beneficially, not wasting it. Bro, I'm 20 years old. Some of y'all on here are younger than that. You know what I'm saying? 15 years old, bro. You start, bro. I'm not saying never bust again. I'm not saying never getting some guts again. I'm just saying, bro, I am saying stop beating your meat. But what I'm saying is transmute the sexual energy, bro. How can you use it in ways to create something beneficial for your life? You know what I'm saying? Everything is not about women. You got to understand, when you increase in value, the women going to come. So do you want the highest quality women? You need to be your highest quality self. How can you do that? Sexual transmutation. Semen retention, bro. Come on. Come on, man. The desire for sexual expression is by far the strongest and most impelling of all the human emotions, and for this very reason, this desire, when harnessed and transmuted into action other than that of physical expression, may raise one to the status of a genius. When you transmute your sexual energy, you're going to become your most powerful and best self. That's what that's saying. Try not to be too much more longer, but we already 30 minutes in. I'm almost done. I'm gonna wrap this up, I promise. The world is ruled and the destiny of civilization is established by the human emotions. People are influenced in their actions not by reason so much as by feelings. You can look at that with a woman, bro. Women are emotion-based, not logic-based. So they go by what they feel, not by what they think. Simple. The creative faculty of the mind is set into action entirely by emotions and not by cold reason. The most powerful of all human emotions is that of sex. So as a man, your most powerful human emotion is your sexual urge, bro. There are other mind stimulants, some of which have been listed, but none of them is more powerful when combined to the power of sex. A mind stimulant is any influence which will, y'all know what a mind stimulant is, I already said that, so I ain't even got to read that again. But boom. What did it say right here? Oh, this is how you know, this is how you exchange your sexual energy to other people. So we got 5 ways right here. The handshake, you know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like you got a firm hand, somebody shaking, you know what I'm saying? This is man stuff. You shake somebody's hand with a firm grip, bro, that alludes that you have, you know what I'm saying, some type of discipline about yourself. You're a grown man. You got energy to offer, you know what I'm saying? If you beat your meat all day, your handshake is gonna be that of a woman. The tone of your voice. When you beat your meat and bust gallons all day, you gonna sound like a woman. You gonna have a squeaky voice. But when you hold on to your sexual energy, you gonna have bass in your voice. The tone of your voice is gonna deepen. Simple. Your posture and the way you carry yourself. When you have no sexual energy, nothing to offer, you're not gonna feel your best self, so you're naturally gonna be like this. You're gonna be looking down and depressed and all that type of stuff. But when you holding on to your sexual energy, shoulders back, head up, you on top of the world. The vibrations of thought. The type of thoughts that you think. You see what I'm saying? When you transmute your sexual energy, you basically you basically connect with higher intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So you receive higher intelligence type of thoughts. But when you have nothing to offer, all you think about is women, porn, wasting your energy. When you transmute it, you're thinking about success, growth, improvement. And then your body are dormant. People who are highly sexed are usually very careful about their personal appearance. They usually select clothing of a style, becoming to their personality, physique, or complexion. Basically, you care about your outer experience. If you beat your meat and bust guys all day, bro, 9 times out of 10, you don't care. 9 times out of 10, you're busting on your shirt or on a washcloth and your sock. Bro, you don't care about what you putting on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you have nothing to offer. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you're beating your meat all day, bro. Let me wrap this up for y'all, my boys, because I ain't gonna lie to you. We almost done, so I'm not gonna make this a part 2. If I was gonna make it a part 2, I would've stopped it already. The salesman who knows how to take his mind off the subject of sex and direct it in sales effort with as much enthusiasm and determination as he would apply to his original purpose has acquired the art of sex transmutation, whether he knows it or not. So when you have that energy built up and you go out and you on your purpose, you applying all the energy into your purpose, you gonna understand that you were at your most powerful self, bro. The majority of salesmen who transmute their sex energy do so without being in the least of awareness of what they're doing or how they're doing it. Transmutation of sex energy costs for more willpower than the average person cares to use this for this purpose. You know what I'm saying? So it costs for willpower. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have so many urges. That's why the longer you hold on to your energy, the more urges you're going to have. It costs for willpower. You know what I'm saying? You have to be willing to do this. You have to be willing to endure. You have to be willing to not beat your meat, to not go out and hit this woman because you have higher goals. You know what I'm saying? Because you actually have goals, you have things that you're working towards. So you're using this sexual energy to assist you in attaining these that much faster. Millions of people, even in this age of enlightenment, have inferiority complexes which they've developed because of this false belief that a highly sex nature is a curse. These statements of the virtue of sex energy should not be constituted as justification for the libertine. The emotion of sex is a virtue only when used intelligently and with discrimination. It may be misused and often is to such an extent that it debases instead of enriches both body and mind. The better use of this power is the burden of this chapter. Basically, it's like this, bro. Porn is looked at as just like something just regular. It's just okay. You know what I'm saying? There is no, basically it's like, bro, certain people, they so deep within their mentality, they so deep in their ideology, they so stuck in their ways that they will tell you that, you know what I'm saying, sexual transmutation is placebo. They will tell you that they are at their best self when they beat their meat 12 times a day. That is cap. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise, but that's what I'm saying, bro. This knowledge is esoteric. This knowledge is not at the forefront. They don't want you to know this. That's when you do know it and you apply it, you will understand how much more powerful you are or how much powerful you can become. The knowledge is hidden. The knowledge is esoteric, bro. They don't want you to know this, but I'm going to tell you. All you have to do is apply it. I'm going to tell you what you need to know. Intemperance in sex habits is just as detrimental as intemperance in habits of drinking and eating. In this age in which we live, an age which began with the World War, intemperance in habits of sex is common. This orgy of indulgence may account for the shortage of great leaders. No man can avail himself of the forces of his creative imagination while dissipating them. Man is the only creature on earth which violates nature's purpose in this sex condition. Every other animal indulges its sex nature in moderation and with purpose, which harmonizes with the laws of nature. Every other animal responds to the call of sex only in season. Man's inclination is desire to open season. Basically, it's like we don't, bro, any given moment, any given second, we don't go, we just ready. You know what I'm saying? We just willing to give our energy away. Don't matter. The girl, literally, that's y'all problem. The girl can have no offer, but if she look good, you're willing to waste your energy and, you know what I'm saying, get inside them guts, waste your energy with this woman. Don't matter what she has to offer. She look good, you know what I'm saying? She got something thick back there. Bro, you can do that. Her personality could be trash. She could be ran through. Who knows, you know what I'm saying, what could be going on. But as long as she look good, you're willing to put your dick and stick inside of her. That's the problem. Every intelligent person knows that stimulation in excess through alcoholic drinking, narcotics is a form of intemperance which destroys the vital organs of the body, including the brain. Not every person knows, however, that overindulgence in sex expression may become a habit as destructive and detrimental to the creative effort as narcotics and liquor. It's detrimental to your well-being, bro. When you're not your best self, you're gonna be drained. You're gonna be desensitized. When you get with a woman, you can't get up. Why? Because you watch porn and beat your meat all day. You have nothing to offer. What you think about? What am I watching? I'm so disgusted with myself. You have no energy to offer, so therefore you're less motivated. Now you're lazy. The list just goes on. So in turn, you're supposed to transmute this energy and become your best self. That's simply put. Simply put, bro. We almost done. We got a couple more pages, bro. I'm glad y'all tapped in. If you still here, I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to talk your head off. I'm trying to put you on game. So if you're listening, I appreciate this. Sex alone is a mighty urge to action, but its forces are like a cyclone. They are often uncontrollable. When the emotion of love begins to mix itself with the emotion of sex, the result is calmness of purpose, poise, accuracy of judgment, and balance. What person who has attained to the age of 40 is so unfortunate as to be unable to analyze these statements and to corroborate them by his own experience? Sex alone, powerful urge. But when you mix it with love, then it balances out, you know what I'm saying? Because like you have sexual urges alone, you may not know, you know what I'm saying, what to do with this. Therefore, you fulfill it with other type of stimulants so it balances out in a positive manner. That's why you add love to it. Love is the universal answer to everything. Love is God, God is love. Simple. When driven by his desire to please a woman based solely upon the emotion of sex, a man may be and usually is capable of great achievement, but his actions may be disorganized, distorted, and totally destructive. When driven by his desire to please a woman based upon the motive of sex alone, a man may still cheat and even commit murder. But when the emotion of love is mixed with the emotion of sex, that same man will guide his actions with more sanity, balance, and reason. When you think with your lower self, when you think with your little head and not your big one, you gonna run into a million problems. That's basically what it's saying. You gotta think with this head, not that one down there. You get what I'm saying? That's literally all it's saying. But then to take it a step further, you mix love with it, you know what I'm saying? To think with this one, you gotta mix love. You gotta mix logic in there, you know what I'm saying? That's when you get balanced, you know what I'm saying? That's when you actually know what you're doing. You're not just running around doing stuff. That's basically when you mix love and logic, that's taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you're thinking with the little head, you will hit anything if she look good. When you're thinking with your big head, it's like, what type of value does she have to offer? What's her mind like? You know what I'm saying? What's her personality like? Just because she look good, that's not enough. Tap in. But y'all not on that level yet. A lot of y'all just want, oh, man, she got a fat ass. You're ready to get inside. You know what I'm saying? She's a demon. Love, romance, and sex are all emotions capable of driving men to heights of superachievement. Love is the emotion which serves as a safety valve and ensures balance, poise, and constructive effort. When combined, these three emotions may lift one to an altitude of a genius. Love, romance, and sex. When you combine them three emotions, bro, you're unstoppable. Simple. Love is the emotion which serves as a safety valve. You know what I'm saying? We have love for everybody. That's peace. You know what I'm saying? That's the universal key. Love. Balance, poise, and constructive effort. Love. When you're doing things in love, bro, you would do anything. You know what I'm saying? Relationships like this, bro, constructive effort, you would do anything for the person you love, bro. For your loved ones, you would do anything. You know what I'm saying? You would do anything, bro. Let's go, bro. We almost done. The road to a genius how long did I do this? Oh, let's go. We got some juicy stuff right here. The road to a genius consists of the development, control, and use of sex, love, and romance. Briefly, the process may be stated as follows. Y'all tap in. Encourage the presence of these emotions as the dominating thoughts in one's mind. The dominating thoughts in your mind should be those of love. Wait, hold on. Oh, and discourage the presence of all destructive emotions. The mind is a creature of habit. It thrives upon the dominating thoughts fed to it. You know what I'm saying? You are what you think. What you think you become. Through the faculty of willpower, one may discourage the presence of any emotion and encourage the presence of another. Control of the mind through the power of will. The willpower, you know what I'm saying? It's not difficult. Control comes from persistence and habit. The secret of control lies in understanding the process of transmutation. When any negative emotion presents itself in one's mind, it can be transmuted into a positive or constructive emotion by the simple procedure of changing your thoughts. Basically, where y'all mess up is, y'all get a negative thought and y'all feed into it instead of replacing it with a positive thought and just releasing that bit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of thinking, when the thought of, what if I don't get up pops into your mind, you feed into that, you think similar thoughts like that instead of being like, no, I know I'm finna get up, I'm finna get this woman the perfect time of her life. And you know what I'm saying? Then you fill your mind up with thoughts according to that, similar to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, it's easy shift. You just gotta be willing to do it. It's called willpower. There is no other road to genius than through voluntary self-effort. A man may attain to great heights of financial or business achievement solely by the driving force of sex energy, but history is filled with evidence that he may and usually does carry with him certain traits of character which rob him of the ability to either hold or enjoy his fortune. Basically, he gonna submit to his sexual urges because sex energy alone is not enough. You have to mix it with love, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have to mix it with faith, things of that nature. This is worthy of analysis, thought, and meditation, for it states a truth, the knowledge of which may be helpful to women as well as men. Importance of this has cost thousands of people the privilege of happiness, even though they possess riches. Not being in control of your sexual energy, your sexual urges is gonna cost you a fortune, bro. You have to be in control of this type of stuff, bro. You don't wanna stay far behind. You don't wanna be the only one who don't know this and ain't applying it. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna be the one who do know it and ain't applying it. That's even worse. Let's see, you know what I'm saying, at the rest of this. Now, the rest of this is just like basically talking about love and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, the additional emotions. Y'all already know what time it is with those. Person is the wife, basically applying to how the wife can help and be things of that nature. Bingo. Boom, bro, you know what I'm saying, 40 minutes in, bro, just supreme knowledge, bro. To close out this video, once again, the book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. If you have not tapped in, it's on Amazon right now. Tap in. I'm not getting paid to promote this book, bro, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm telling you something that you need to know. But basically, bro, control your sexual energy. If you're beating your meat, stop beating your meat right now. When you have them intrusive negative thoughts to want to go and beat off or want to go and hit this woman, you know what I'm saying? Think about everything else that you could be doing. Think about 50 push-ups you could be doing right now. Think about a meditation you could be doing right now. Think about a video you could be making right now. Think about a song you could be making right now. Think about your jump shot. Think about anything, you know what I'm saying? You want to be in control of your sexual urges. Then you want to mix this emotion of sex, you want to go out and you want to just dig, you know what I'm saying? Bro, we're men. That's our biological nature. You want to use the spiritual nature to aid in that biological nature so they work in harmony. How do you add it in a spiritual sense? Faith and love. Faith and love. Believing in yourself, faith. Believing in the unknown, believing that any goal that you have, you can achieve. There's nothing that can stop you. Faith in the unknown. Literally. Faith, you know what I'm saying? You believe in the unseen. You can see the proof that the unseen is real. I just gave you an example. Close your eyes. Think about the life that you desire. That's faith in the unseen. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Everything must be done out of love. Everything must be done in a genuine manner. When you bless other people, blessings are going to come back to you tenfold. As long as it's genuine. You get what I'm saying? When you do things out of love, bro, you will always be taken care of. At the end of the day, when you control your sexual urges, you're going to set yourself so far ahead of the rest of the majority of men because they don't know it. Somebody beating their meat right now. Somebody buying a girl OnlyFans right now. Somebody buying feet pics right now. But think about the wealthiest people in the world. They coming up with creative ideas. They putting plans in motion. They staying focused on their goals. They not feeding into their negative thoughts. They stand on point. But what these dudes doing here, who want to stay right where they at, you know what I'm saying? Beating their meat all day, chasing women all day. The wealthiest people are not chasing a woman, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you got to get on point with your life. Think about the people who are in places where you want to be. Think about look at what they're doing and apply that to your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not these people that you see on your day-to-day basis. Not these people that you see on the media, bro. Not these fake lies that you see. Unplug from the matrix. You on the media as if it's real life. It's fake, bro. You know what I'm saying? I could post them on the media right now. The biggest lie ever. Everybody that see it believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, bro, bottom line, be in control of your life, be in control of your sexual urges. Transmute your sexual energy. When you understand this and apply these, God mode. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.